Clicketed. Clicketed.
Hey, can you help me with this?
What do you need? Oh. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Bonk. All right, we got it. Hey, everybody. Running a little behind today. We'll be going live here
We
in
still
just...
have seconds.
We still have seconds. We still have seconds. Camera 4. Camera 1. Look, everybody. June's here. Mark Duval is on here. Good deal. I see Vern on here. I see Mortis 005. I see a DW Low. I see a Adios Gringos. I see a Brian G from what? South Carolina. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, where's my glasses? I got glasses tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. They're filthy. They are filthy. I see a William. I see a GW Rules. I see a Neil Morgan. Thank y'all for jumping on here with us this fine evening. If you have questions, if you have anything that you would like to ask, please be sure and get it into the chat. Bessy tries to watch out for those things so she can ask questions for y'all. Looks like we should be live right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Says 8 o'clock.
What is it?
So that says 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am cleaning my glasses with the world's most dangerous Bessy. So we finished working on this today. Jerry, let's see. There's the overhead view. There's that view. So pretty much finished working on it as far as the construction. So now it goes to painting. So check this out. Now this was a relatively cheap model, and I chatted a little bit with, who was it? Keith Stockburn. Bought one of these kits as well, and he got the fishing trawler. So if you saw the video today that I posted earlier today, it had some pictures of the fishing trawler that he had put together, this little fishing boat that he did. And I think he started with that boat, and he wasn't too sure that he was going to get any more of them. And I'm probably, I don't know, I'm probably not either. If I can find them at a decent price, it's just like those Ace cars that I used to get so often, you know. I hated putting those things together, and I really did not think they were very good models, but I loved having them on the table. I loved the way they looked when they were actually finished and done and sitting out there on the table.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a lot of that sort of car in that time period, that kind of 1930s style car that you could find in 1/48 scale. So I was happy to get those. They were relatively cheap. It's just that they were a pain to put together. I think I still have a couple of them that I haven't even finished putting together yet. So kind of the same thing with this. We made a lot of changes to this kit. But it does have removable roofs, so very easy to pull those off of there. And so we can play on the inside. Oh, how fancy. Fancy is that? What? I don't know.
Flawless.
No, somebody, I don't know. And then, just kind of played with the kit a little bit and had fun with it. So back here's the little rudder section back here. See the rudder in there. That's pretty cool. I am happy with it right now. It definitely has kind of a, I don't know, a beat up, in the middle of the harbor, sort of, just tied up and a family barge or boat that has been used over and over for generations, maybe. I'm gonna have fun painting it up and see what I can do with it. Really out of scale, but we made enough changes to it to make it work. Same way with the fishing boat too,
Yeah.
the fishing trawler. So uh, to make this was the little cabin piece for the trawler. Uh, and if you can see that line there towards the bottom, I added that on. I don't know what that is. It's about an extra quarter inch or so, because without that, you can't even really even get figures in there. But with that on there, that raises it up enough that you can actually get figures to go in there. Now I'm nowhere near done with this. I'm going to put some life preservers on it, and it's got a wheel that goes in there, and just different things like that. But pretty cool little piece. And I'm not too sure that I may just leave that piece separate, completely separate, so that I can put it on there when I want it. And then when I don't want it on there, I can remove it off of there and just have a completely open deck. So that would be fun as well, just for those sort of scenarios. All right. Really, before we go too much further, will you take a moment and make sure you've hit that like button for us? That's important. Do your part. And if you're not a subscriber, please take a moment and consider subscribing to our little channel. And also, as a special thanks tonight, please share that video out so that we can reach a wider audience as well. That would really help us. What are folks talking about tonight, Bessy?
Who makes the boats?
Don't know. Just some random company in China. I don't know that there's an actual name for the company, or even if it's a different company depending on who you order from. These were ordered off of eBay. So if you go on eBay and you look for 1/50th scale DIY boats, I would really encourage you to go back and watch the video from earlier today, the 10 a.m. video. It's a really short video, just about 12 minutes or so, where we really talk just about the boats.
Yeah.
But
Pros
again,
and cons. Pros and cons.
yes, there are a lot of cons. I think Jerry did an awesome job getting it into a workable shape, but it takes a lot of work to get it to here. I really could not, in good conscience, recommend these kits unless you are prepared to do a lot of work to make them usable.
Yeah.
They are not what they're advertised as. So just be careful. They put some really cool pictures of them on eBay, and you look at them and you go, "Wow, that looks super awesome!" And it's only $16. I'll get some of those. And when you get them, you're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, this is not what I thought it was going to be," because that's pretty much what Keith Stockburn said, and that's what I said as well when we were starting to open these up and look at them. They're kind of rough. All right, what else do we have to talk about? Ooh, I like when you say, if you're not a subscriber, you ought to be. You're exactly right. Yes, if you're not a subscriber, you ought to be. I think most folks on here probably are subscribers, but it's oh, look, there's Scott Howland on here. Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Kenneth is on here this evening. So cool. He was asking about Vice Alley, and I think he's talking about Kenneth. Are you going to do that as a solo game, or are you doing that with DW? Let us know what you got going on there. Good. Very
Your
good.
catchphrase is "It's not my fault."
It's not my fault. Don't tell me the odds. Hey, I'm Indiana Jones.
Oh, stupid cat.
Oh, it's a cat. So here are some questions that came up that I just wrote down. So here are some quick rapid fire questions and answers. How much experience do I get from reputation? Because there's a line in the book that says you get experience from reputation. And to answer that question, you go back to page 85 and 86, I believe, where it has the reputation rewards. That's all of the things you get by playing and gaining reputation. So if you're playing a campaign, you want to keep track of your victory points because those turn into reputation. And as your reputation increases, you get cookies along the way. And that includes some free experience points. So I think the first one happens at about 15 experience. You get your first free experience point, and then I think for about every 25 or so points after that, you get another free experience point. So very, very cool. Good question. Somebody asked, has there ever been a poll for our favorite Pulp Alley leagues? Maybe we ought to do that. Maybe we ought to do a contest around that. Maybe we'll do something for that. Next month, maybe we'll do another contest, and
Yeah.
we'll do like maybe ask folks. So put your thinking cap on. Let me see what people have to say about it. What are your favorite Pulp Alley leagues? And if it's one of your own, that's awesome too. So you could just say that your favorite is one that you've made up yourself, because I think that's awesome. That's the whole reason that we included a massive amount of rules for creating your own leagues, because we want you to do that if that's something you're into. DW Lowe says Phantom Agents. So let's see what everybody else has to say. Give me a response out there. Will the backstories be continued with various characters? I don't know. I kind of petered out on that, and it kind of got. Kenneth says Minerva. Minerva, very cool. I don't remember exactly how far I got with the different backstories. I don't know. I don't know.
I enjoy them, but
I
they do
like
take
them.
work.
Yeah, they took a bit more work than what sometimes I have time to do. Gotta be Dr. Fang, Scott Howland. Oh yes, he likes the baddies, the bad guys. Mr. Luggage, what's Mr. Luggage say? I thought the backstories were cool. I agree. I liked doing them. I thought they were fun. But they're just sometimes they're more work than what I have time to get put together. And I don't like slapdashing it, especially the ones that uses are written by players. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Captain's Courageous from the Characters book. Robert Reynolds says, very cool. Let me see some more out there, boys and girls. Who else do we have? I got a Phantom Agents. I got a Minerva. I got a Dr. Fang. I got a Captain's Courageous. Are you still working on the Pulp magazine? I am not. I'm working on boats instead. I'm working on boats and terrain, and so that's what I'm kind of working on right now. I got a few ideas for the magazine. I think we actually have enough material to get like probably a first issue out, but actually taking the time to sit down and make it into something is escaping me right now. So there's only one of me, and I work very slowly. So
Oh,
I
I
can
didn't
only
know there was only one of you.
yeah, I have a very narrow bandwidth, so I pretty much could get one thing done a day when I try really hard. Favorite leagues, boys and girls, favorite leagues. Um as far as the magazine is concerned, if anybody out there, and I throw this offer out there once in a while, is if there's anybody out there that wants to take the material that has been submitted and put it together into something, and play the role of editor, that's cool too. We always could use help on working on stuff like that. If you'd like to write scenarios, if you'd like to do that sort of thing, that's awesome as well. So, um, I'm willing to edit for you. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Send me an email. You want to put the magazine together? Need somebody to do it, because if I have to do it, it may be years. Amazing Terrain pieces available at Foreground. June is when they go out of business. That is very sad. Yes, agreed. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, and who knows what's going to happen there. I guess I have my hopes up that they're just going to restructure and that they're going to continue in some form to continue to do something. I would like to see them do something, and stay, um, keep going, but I don't know. I felt like for a while that Big Ben was kind of wanting to get out of it anyway. But and maybe I was just reading too much into it. But uh, great folks over there at Foreground, so I'd love to see them continue to do something. We see a Doc Thompson on there. Very cool. Very cool. Doc Thompson got you into Pulp Alley. Very cool. Texas Ranger Travis Stanfield and his boys. There we go. Sergeant Abner Driller. Very nice. Very nice. Early 1930s. Where's like Captain? So Captain Wolf, my vote. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see what else I have here. So somebody was asking about Vice Alley, playing Vice Alley solo. There's really not a lot you got to do. I mean, it's ready to be played solo. There's not a lot that really you should have to do. It's really designed for that sort of stuff. Um, if you're playing it solo, you want to create a couple, probably a couple of good guys and a couple bad guys, and just kind of switch them up every once in a while. Or you could really just focus on your own player league, like a vigilante league, a Green Hornet sort of character who's trying to clean up the city, and make a few bad guy leagues for him to be up against and trying to fight against and thwart. You could go that route too. Lots of fun. Sir Nigel, very good. Posted a background for Agent Executive Award on the players group. Yep, yep, very cool, very cool. So I think it was Chuck was asking about bot leagues. No, it wasn't. I think it was Barry. Barry was asking, I think, about when do you use a bot league and when do you not use a bot league. And normally, if you're looking at the scenarios that we have written and published, it will tell you. It will tell you in the description. It will have a line in there that says, if you are playing this scenario solo, you do not need to use a bot league, and that'll be under the section that talks about solo play. So that's in there. Typically, it is a lot of those scenarios that have a lot of NPCs or monsters and stuff like that in it that are going to give you a little bit of a challenge. Not even some of those you want to use a bot league, but you don't have to necessarily all the time. And I guess that brings me to another question that came up recently was, is the bot league NPCs? And they're not really. The bot league really should have more flexibility than NPCs. The NPCs are really there as just mischief makers and there to thwart what's going on. They have more strict rules about them. NPCs have very limited functionality normally within a scenario. If you're playing a bot league, then is that somebody? Is that your mom? Okay.
I'll just go ahead and go. Yeah.
Okay, if that's what you want to do. She's gonna leave.
Bye.
She's leaving. She's leaving me. You could make your mom come in and say hi to the boys and
My
girls.
mother will not say hi.
Yeah, bring her in and have her say hi to the boys and girls. Bring her in. Go ahead and bring her in. Nancy, have her bring Joe. Yeah, bring her on in. Come on, Nancy. What?
Evelyn over there?
What?
They took Evelyn over there too. So she's
Oh,
already inside.
all right. We got no fun.
Oh,
What? Are we going to have people coming?
you're gonna get a Joe.
Okay, Joe. Come on, Joe.
Come on.
Yay! Come on. What? Who's here? Evelyn. Come on in and say hi.
I don't believe Joe when he said
Come around over here.
Joe said if I read him a few books, he would go to sleep. I don't go to sleep.
Look, everybody, it's Max and Evelyn. Look, Evelyn, you're on TV.
Yay!
How about that cool? How cool is that?
That's cool.
Now you can watch this video at home. You can go,
Grandma's outside.
now we got to trick your grandma to come in and wave hi to
She's not.
everybody.
They're not gonna
Evelyn, wave hi.
Hi.
come in.
Max, wave hi. All right. Are you going to stay and do the video with me?
Well,
Hmm?
I promised John I would read him some books.
That would be nice for you to read some books. Chuck Wiggins posted something really cool recently about Tabletop Simulator. And this looks really interesting. And just a few years ago, before I started doing the live games on the table with y'all, I was looking at doing simulated games via the interwebs, where we didn't actually have the toys on the table, but we had like characters on the computer that would be moved around, and it would be a virtual map that you would move around on and stuff like that. And it even had a dice rolling mechanism. And I can't remember what the application was. Jim Durmeyer did most of the work for it. Will you shut that door? Jim Durmeyer did most of the work for it. Okay. All right. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. I'll see you later. How many of you have tried something like that out there, and would you be interested in a Pulp Alley version of that? I think the thing that kind of stopped me is that I have, a very limited bandwidth to work on stuff. So as soon as I get involved in something like that, then that just means that I'm not able to work on other stuff. But the application that Chuck, I think, was using was called Tabletop Simulator. D20, roll 20, roll 20, or something like that was another one. I think that was the one that Jim Durmeyer was working on. Roll 20. Yeah, Mortis 005 says. Love the battle reports from the early days. And Robert, what do you mean by that? And when you say battle reports, do you mean like when we used to post them over on like the descriptions of the games, so when we used to post them like over on Let Adventure Forum or something like that? Are you going back that far, or is there something more recent that you're talking about there? But anyway, did Cold War games, CIA, KGB, MI6, very cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those, Robert. Yeah, we used to do those battle reports where that were just photographs, and then I would go in and do little comic bubbles where the characters were talking. Yeah, that was fun. Again, it's all a question of bandwidth and what I have time to do. So, if I'm If I'm doing this, then that means I'm not doing that. And it's always a trade-off for us. Hey, I want to remind you guys real quick before it's too late. Don't forget, we're almost running out of April. And these are the April. April is Red Herring Month. Brand new red herring card available in April. All you need to do is order at least $25 worth of stuff off of the Pulp Alley store. We got all kinds of crazy stuff on there. If it more than just our stuff, we have trees on there. We have box sets from other games. We have vehicles and all kinds of stuff. We got cobblestone castings. We got artisan figures. We got bombshell miniatures. So there's a wide variety of stuff that we have on our store. If you order at least $25 worth of stuff off of our store, we will drop one of these in your box. So, where I live, April is snowstorm month. No, that's not true. It's red herring month, sir. Red herring month. All right. I guess that's all I have for today. I have a bunch of guests unexpectedly show up. So I suppose I'm being rude by hanging out with you guys, but I'm okay with that. Don't forget, on Friday we will do a setup video for our next scenario. I wish I knew what it was, but I haven't got that far yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We will see you soon. Bye, everybody. Dun 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 dun.